nails. Imagine that, just dog's nails on a human.
You've seen the movie The Fly, right?
Yeah, but that was like a transporter accident, like Star Trek Voyager.
When was a transporter?
Every episode of Star Trek Voyager. In The Fly. That's what happened. The fly gets trapped in the chamber with him.
Yeah, but that's exactly what you're talking about.
I'm talking about biologically creating a wolf man.
Exactly. You're saying the womb is one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like biologically, yeah. The problem is wanking off a dog. I don't know whether that works. I don't know if you can bring a dog to completion with your hand. I'm not sure.
Do we know anyone with loads of dogs? Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not having it. Don't look at me dogs that way. You'll have to find some horrible cunt. Anyway, Nas, yeah. And
on that bombshell, back to Nas. What in the dickens is going on here?
Okay, right. We're not even drunk. Literally on my first beer. I haven't even finished it.
Big for yourself.
Speak for yourself, son. Yeah, that's Nas. I think Illmatic and the second and third album are excellent as well. And then it gets a bit weird.
Since then, he's been really chasing that.
Well, the last good thing he done was the thing with DJ Shadow. I talked about that before. The Mountain Has Fallen. He's one song on there called Systematic, I think it's called. And it's fantastic. It's a beautiful song.
Is it?
It's the best thing he's done in ages.
He is genuinely one of my favourite rappers of all time.
Oh, when he goes, like, fucking goes hard. He fell into the same trap that Eminem fell into, in that production really suffered. I read an interesting thing today, actually, where I think it was fucking, I don't know who the fuck it was. Somebody was talking.
I know, Tyler, the Creator, said it.
Tyler, the Creator.
He said Eminem is great, but his choice
production
of production is dog shit.
Yeah.
His choice of samples. When you get to a certain level, you think, I'm fine. Now, I'm sorry, but the first Nas album is half of him and half of the samples.
Yes.
It's easy, 50-50. That's what makes the best hip-hop.
Well, for me, that Nas album is very close to like Shook Ones Part 2 or something, or like anything by Mobb Deep, early Mobb Deep stuff, where it has that, it's so New Yorky. Like, Wu-Tang have the same feel. Everything sounds like it was recorded in a shed and the microphone was outside.
And they were writing lyrics and, like, I won't say melodies, but, rhymes to something piece of music that made them go, yes, that, instead of writing all the lyrics, I'm just asking, turning up the studio and going, yeah, that's a beat, I'll do that, and we'll work on the music later.
Yeah,
that 100%. Feels like what happens later in a rapper's career later on. 100%. It feels like it's gone the opposite way of that. Yeah. I could be wrong, but
I think that's what happened to Nas.
Yeah,
there's definitely stuff there where it gets very poppy. It sounds like Puff Daddy fucking made it,
Yeah,
and that's zero interest. Right, here we go.
My next one is
your last one.
I'll say it is my last one. I'll say the band is Deadsy.
Okay,
I've been a fan of Deadsy since the mid 2000s. The song is Better Than You Know from Phantasmagoria from 2005. Now, this album and song is not what I would have chosen if Commencement had been available on Spotify, but it's not. So I started listening to Commencement when it came out. I think that's early 2000s, very early 2000s. Deadsy are kind of an American industrial rock band from LA, and a lot of these people will be hanging around LA. This is where they're from. They're known for this kind of they're very visual. Like, every single band member has a colour.
Okay.
And also all the album covers, like, they'll be like, and even their clothes, sometimes one of them will have a bit of a red thing. It's fucking Teletubbies if you think about it. Yeah. But
is he Tinky Winky?
Yeah. And they have that kind of whole look thing, and they really pushed that out. So Commencement was before I go into who this is. Commencement is the first album the first proper album they released, and I think it's 2001 or 2, and it's got Jonathan Davis on it. It's got Jay Gordon from Orgy. I remember, I think Fred Durst was like,
I don't know about this now.
Fred Durst was pushing this hard. We're thinking along the same lines of Dope and stuff like that. That industrial.
I'm getting further back from the microphone.
It's not a billion miles away from, like, Insane.
I am not winding my neck back in.
Yeah. So the vocalist who we're going to talk about is called Elijah Blue. That doesn't give you any hint at all who he could be, but his real name is Elijah Alman. Alman? That ring any bells? Tall, the Alman Brothers, massive sort of American.
He's the son of the Alman Brothers.
One of them.
They done it.
One of them.
They done it.
They did it. They created it. That's only his dad. He's a twofer.
Another twofer.
Who's his ma? It's only fucking
the
Cher.
Almond sister.
It's only Cher.
Cher.
Now, do you remember the Turn Back Time video? If you're a man, young, and you watched that video when you're young.
Well, she's on the cannons now. Yeah. What do you mean, her? I was scared the fuck of that video.
Because she had a can between her legs.
No, she's wearing mad shit. She was still old.
She wasn't
She was old as fuck back then, even
She's
then.
wearing almost fucking nothing, and it's incredible. It's all fishnets.
She was old in black and white.
with the "I got you, babe."
Yeah. Nah, don't bother me.
Don't care.
Nah.
She looks incredible in that. That's an awakening for a lot of people, including me.
Not for me.
Now, let's just step away from the awakening. There's a young lad playing on the guitar with her on that. That's her son.
him.
With a little Jimi Hendrix t-shirt.
Yeah.
No one's looking at his Jimi Hendrix t-shirt. No. They're looking at the ma. All the
He had to look at his mad dress like that as well. Is he
hours
fucked?
on set.
Is that why he's in his shite band?
They're not shy.
That sound like dope.
They're not shy.
Really?
They're
Right.
not absolutely. I absolutely really like this band.
Okay.
Now there's a load of shite songs on the albums, but he has this really deadly fucking voice. To be honest with you, doesn't sound like Cher. Or does he sound like Cher?
Real old
I
boy.
don't know. When he was 13, he was given his first guitar by Gene Simmons. He's an LA baby. Okay, like Slash.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
get gifts and stuff. Yeah. So, and he went on. He actually not just the video for that. He went on tour with her playing guitar.
Really?
Yeah. Now, how hard could that guitar parts could have been for her songs? I don't know. He tried out for Nine Inch Nails in 1994, but a fellow we mentioned before, Robert Fink, got that job.
Was this when fucking man Patrick was rowing with Trent Reznor? There was a big row.
Yeah, I think this is
The formation of Filter, basically, where the band Reznor put together.
It might have been.
They all started fighting with him, so they fucked up and started Filter.
It might have been. I think that's when Robert Fink joined. So so it would have been. Yeah, I think so. I think they would have been doing auditions then. Because he's an LA baby. He's dated Heather Graham, Kay Hudson, and Paris Hilton at the same time. No, not.
You can imagine.
Not at the same time. Dead Sea, I have a lot of time for. They've got a song called Key to Gramercy Park, which was kind of one of their bigger songs. I would have picked that or Brand New Love.
But it wasn't on Spotify.
It wasn't on Spotify.
There's a lot of that happening recently.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's ever been on it. They went on hiatus in 2016.
Hiatus
in 2016. Not that it really matters now, because we're even with this song, we're talking 12 years ago. And that album, Dead Sea, the commencement was 2002. I actually really like this album. It's a bit silly. Like all music that is around RG, Korn, and anything like that is going to be a little bit silly. He did a cover with his ma.
What?
Did a cover with his ma of Joan Jett's Crimson and Clover. It's actually pretty good. Genuinely, actually not that bad.
Over
Crimson and he's got that Crimson and Clover.
Didn't Jimmy Eat World do a cover of that as well? I think they did.
Possibly. I like Jimmy Eat World.
I have a lot of time for Jew.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Eat World, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about there for a second. I have down here, relationship, good, went on tour, happy days.
With both of them?
Are they? Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about the album. What about the albums? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, he's got his name.
Does he know
I
which?
have a lot of time for the Allman Brothers. That song "Midnight Rider" by Allman Brothers is genuinely.
Does he know which one of the Allman Brothers is
Greg.
that?
Greg.
Sure? Is he sure?
Wow.
Cher didn't get a train putting her in.
That is a fucking scurrilous remark.
I'm just saying.
That's a scurrilous remark.
Fucking early days, lad. If you were offered a train on Cher, would you take it?
Crimson and Clover. Do I think he is good and Dead Sea are good? I do. Now, people are going to listen to this song and go, no. But just have a listen to Commencement and see what you think. You'll probably also think, no. Fuck you. That's what I think. Who's your last one?
My last one is... I'm writing something down. My last one is Shooter Jennings. And he's the son of Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings.
Another country fucking
bumpkin
lad. Yeah, pretty much. Now,
I know Waylon Jennings. Everyone knows Waylon
everyone knows
Jennings.
this kind of like an outlaw country guy. Very, very famous. Now, Shooter Jennings does a load of mad stuff with his life. It's fucking insane. He had an industrial band when he was a kid called Killraven. Killraven, yeah.
That sounds like something from Warhammer.
Yeah. So now this is when he was a kid. I believe he talked about he might still have tapes, so he might release them for the crack. He will release anything. Like he's just doesn't even care about music.
Doesn't put anything in the bin.
There's nothing
goes in the bin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good sign for any artist ever.
He uses all of the animal.
Oh, no,
right? Like,
yeah. If he bought a juicer, it'd be one of those 99.9% juicers, and then after that, he'd lick the blade.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking... He had this rock band called Stargun that were active for years.
Killraven,
and
Stargun.
yeah.
Stop.
Now, they were like one of these kind of LA rock bands that just played all the shitholes in Los Angeles.
At least Deadsy were good, man.
Yeah. No, they done the rounds with Stargun for years and it never really took off because I don't think he wanted to trade off his father's name. He ended up doing a little bit of stuff like his dad. He said, I want to be a musician. I better just fucking do the thing people can expect.
Do the thing.
Got his name out there and then got to do whatever the fuck he wanted afterwards. He played his father in I Walk the Line, the Joaquin Phoenix, Johnny Cash movie.
Oh,
he
right. Yeah.
played his father. He looks a lot like his dad. Now, fucking hell. He's released a bunch of spoken word albums, right? He released an album with Stephen King, a rock opera, where Stephen King and him wrote all the fucking lyrics and spoken word parts.
I want this in my life now.
Yeah.
I want this. Is this the song you picked?
No.
I want this in my life anyway.
No. He is obsessed with Stephen King. Have a little cough. He's obsessed with Stephen King. This song's called The Gunslinger, which is obviously a Stephen King novel. The Dark Tower. The first Dark Tower book's called The Gunslinger.
You love Dark Tower.
Love it. To the point where...
You love that movie, Dark Tower, as well.
Fuck off. I want to die. To the point where he's made little movies. He likes making little short movies. He made a 17-minute version of the Gunslinger Stephen King novel.
Do you reckon at this stage he's ringing up Stephen, we've got this new idea, and Stephen's like, oh,
geez, just do it, you fuck. I'll be dead in a year to do it.
Okay, sure.
Pretty much. He does a lot of production work as well. So he's produced singles and albums for people like Wanda Jackson, Marilyn Manson, Billy Ray Cyrus. He's back again.
He's back.
And
can't keep this lad out of our podcast.
He was heavily involved in Ron Jeremy, the porn star's music career. He produced his music for him.
I didn't even know he had...
Ron Jeremy had a shot at becoming a musician, yes.
We might have an idea for something for that.
He's got another connection.
Not porn.
It's not porn.
No, it's not.
Another...
Can you imagine letting Gar direct a porn?
Be unreal.
No. Not after everything you've said.
Making Wolfman and all. Okay, right. We could test out the Allman Brothers fucking thing. We can. So
the Allman Roulette.
Yeah, Mark Almond gets thrown in for the crack.
You got to bring horses into it then.
No.
Another scurrilous rumor about
yes, remember
horses.
that.
Oh. Scurrilous has been used a lot as well.
Yeah, that could be your new catchphrase. That's
I have one already.
Yeah, that's bananas.
I threw it in a couple of times, but I think it went unnoticed.
You reckon? You reckon you got away with it?
Yeah.
So the Sopranos connection. Adriana from The Sopranos. Her name is Andrea Donna D'Amato, and he has 2 children with her.
Good.
So we're back to The Sopranos again.
The baby sounds good.
2. Does it?
No,
none. Have none of that.
Especially not a wolf baby.
He's sort of wolf baby. I don't think he had wolf babies with Adriana. I'm pretty sure.
Just a Killraven baby.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it seems to me that he, much like Hank 3, that he just has his own way of doing things. Like he pumps out albums, he pumps out short movies, pumps out little fucking, 20-minute fucking clips of this, big music videos.
Pumps out babies.
Just pumping babies, burying hot loads and mutts, left, right, center. Hot ones, man. Burying good ones in people. Oh God Almighty!
When Gar's come to the end of his segment, just turns jip.
Not really. I just run out with stuff. You were the one who brought it up. You fuck.
That's true. That's on me.
Yeah, but it looks like he spends most of his time doing producer work.
That's another thing I could say. That's on me. Every time you say something bad, and go, you said, "Oh, that's on me."
God Almighty! I want to die.
Need a catchphrase.
If they let them naturally happen, I didn't force any catchphrases.
He is. That's bananas.
Yeah.
Old as dirt.
Yeah.
Dollars to donuts.
Do I say that? I've never said dollars to donuts in my entire life.
Never. What?
Dollars to donuts? Never. I don't even know what that means.
What are you talking about?
You're making that up now. You're dreaming.
Oh my God.
I have never said dollars. I bet dollars to donuts that. No, that's like
the massive thing you say all the time.
Never. That's like something out of The
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
You're taking the piss.
I'm not. I've never said that.
I bet you dollars to donuts. That is one of your biggest sayings.
I've never said that for my life. And if I did,
you've said it on this podcast.
Absolute, few.
Not this one, but oh wow, I can't wait till someone pulls that